Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he hung himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When do you think you'll have it done, Cash?
I think in the near future, sir.
Like before I die?
Senator, we've been working on that, and we're doing it in a way that protects victims and also doesn't put out into the ether information that is irrelevant for production to the public, such as CSAM.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
John Kennedy transformed what appeared to be just another procedural session into a moment that instantly garnered notice 3 minutes into a normal Senate hearing. He came with specifics, dates, statistics, and documents directly directed at Kash Patel, rather than ambiguous political rhetoric. Kennedy took a new tack, but Jeffrey Epstein's probe continued to be the major focus. He wanted to know what the FBI may be hiding and why, not prepared responses. Kennedy started by questioning Patel about the enormous amount of Epstein-related papers that the FBI still had. He said that just around 90, or roughly 4%, of the approximately 2,300 data had been made public, citing a Freedom of Information Act request. As a result, an astounding 96% of them were kept secret from the public. Kennedy interrupted Patel's attempt to defend this by pointing out that Ghislaine Maxwell, a crucial accomplice, was already incarcerated and that Epstein had passed away, citing privacy and national security issues. The inference was obvious. If the primary case was concluded, why was so much information kept under wraps? When Kennedy disclosed that 47 data that had previously been approved for public dissemination had been abruptly reclassified following Patel's appointment, tensions increased. Kennedy questioned the removal of materials that had already passed many review processes, citing an internal letter. Patel provided a poor explanation, attributing the change to changing evaluation techniques. Kennedy then concentrated on the issue of whether external pressure, especially from the White House or political personalities, had an impact on that choice. Patel found it difficult to reply with confidence and clarity, even though he rejected extraneous influence. Kennedy's display of a phone record revealing Patel had called a legal firm late at night just 2 days prior to those papers being classified was the most dramatic aspect. Suspicion had been aroused by then. Despite Patel's assurance that the conversation had nothing to do with it, the series of events, a phone call followed by the concealment of documents, created an unavoidable narrative. Kennedy demonstrated how fast Patel's calm attitude began to crumble under strain by outlining the time frame and letting the consequences speak for themselves rather than making a direct accusation. Kennedy posed one more direct inquiry at the conclusion of the conversation. Were there any records in the Epstein Files that connected influential people to illegal activity? Citing the restrictions of talking about delicate subjects in public, Patel declined to respond directly. That rejection taught us an important lesson. Rather of declining, public distrust of what may still be concealed in those files increased. Kennedy turned a routine session into a period of intense examination in a matter of minutes, raising more general questions about accountability, transparency, and if important material is being purposefully withheld from the public.